Happy Tuesday, everyone. Took me 3 days to write that line. So when things get really bad, what's the first thing the guilty party does? They argue over words. Remember this classic blast from the past?
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is. Yes.
As it turned out, is meant your wife is going to lose to Trump in 20 years. He didn't see that one coming. Ooh, there's a joke in there. And you know you're in deep when you're litigating the definition of the word stranded.
Most of the criticism is not of leaving Afghanistan, it's the way that he has ordered it to happen by pulling the troops before getting these Americans who are now stranded. Does he have a sense of that?
First of all, I think it's irresponsible to say Americans are stranded. They are not. We are committed to bringing Americans who want to come home.
There are no Americans stranded is the White House's official position on what's happening in Afghanistan right now.
I'm just calling you out for saying that we are stranding Americans in Afghanistan.
Ugh, calling you out. Got it. So it's just like Tom Hanks wasn't really stranded on that desert island. Not deserted island, Emily, desert island. Oh, he was just vacationing with a ball that he talked to. It's creepy and deviant. And I'm glad I didn't know this when Gilligan's Island was on TV. It would have ruined the whole plot. Because, you know, they were stranded. I thought Peter Doocy left her stranded with that question, but somehow she found her way out. She's Baghdad Bob with a bob. Talk about splitting hairs with the Taliban's machete. I wonder if there are other words we aren't using to her satisfaction.
Jen, you just cut in front of me.
No, I resent you saying that. I simply rescheduled your time for the copier.
I know. I hate her too. This coffee's too hot.
First of all, I think it's irresponsible for you to say that. The coffee is room temperature. You're just in the wrong room.
Ooh, hold that! Jen, the elevator chopped my arm off.
I'm just calling you out for saying that because that's actually called sudden weight loss. So congratulations.
I really didn't see that escalating to that point. But it seems like America is stranded in more ways than one. Our military leaders have allegedly told President Biden that he'll need to make a decision on whether to extend the deadline to withdraw forces from Afghanistan, because that's the correct order for an evacuation. First, you give up control of the airport, then try to fly everyone home. That's as smart as putting on a helmet after you were shot out of a cannon, which is what I think happened to Joe at some point in his life. But it shows you the intellectual constipation that paralyzes our so-called leaders. They extended wars indefinitely, lost lives and millions and billions of dollars, but at least the paperwork is in order. Meanwhile, the Taliban says they've drawn a red line on deadlines. And you know they mean it. It's not an Obama red line in Syria, which he enforced as well as the COVID rules at his birthday party. I'm so glad I skipped that. But the Taliban issuing orders to us, it's like pouring salt on the wound. It's like after being fired and security telling you, no, you can't take your unicorn coffee mug with you. That belongs to the company. But here the Taliban got everything, including the coffee mug. Did you see all the weaponry they got? If this doesn't make them celebrate Christmas, nothing will. It's practically impossible to get a long rifle in New York City to shoot rats. But we just handed over thousands of rifles and shotguns and howitzers to a group of radical Muslim fighters. They're now on equal footing with a middle school in Chicago.
Bam.
We paid for all of that. And some of that will likely be used against us later. So as we watch this calamity continue to unfold, we should probably stop listening to our leaders and start listening to our troops more, like this fella here.
The more stupid and naive Americans are is a testament to what our warfighters are doing overseas. The more we take that fight to the enemy, the more stupid and naive we are as Americans. Because the moment that we are a woke nation, that means somebody has gotten in through the wire, done what they need to do, and wake this nation up. But it's the American warfighter who is out there keeping our country safe and keeping America stupid.
That's a good point. I've said it before. The reason why so many of us, me especially, weren't thinking about Afghanistan much is because I didn't have to. The work was being done by those brave fighters. So I never really had to consider the threat coming here for a long time. To use an adage, we all enjoy the sausage. We just don't want to see how it's made. But now this catastrophic end shows us the sausage in reverse, and it sucks. I take some responsibility. I'm one of millions who got distracted by the life of nonstop, attention-grabbing entertainment. As I lose myself in The Bachelor and Peloton, there unfolded a mess based on decades of incompetent leadership and corruption. Meanwhile, our media fussed over pronouns and toxic masculinity, and now the most toxic males on the planet are locked and loaded on our dime. If only our military leaders were as woke about countries like Afghanistan as they are about us. Remember this moment?
I want to understand white rage, and I'm white, and I want to understand it.
Good for you. But next time, maybe prioritize. I'd put winning wars and protecting Americans in front of understanding white rage. And where's Kamala in all this?
The caution that if you want to have Christmas toys for your children, it might be the time to start buying them because the delay may be many, many months.
What the hell is she doing? But I guess talking about Christmas makes sense after what we just gave the Taliban. So never mind thousands of American lives that are at risk. Your kids are not going to have that new Game Boy, probably made in China, if we don't cut carbon emissions in this country by another 25%. To think our media once thought Sarah Palin was a lightweight. Kamala makes Palin look like a cross between Margaret Thatcher and another Margaret Thatcher. Look, I know our leaders are often idiots, but we can't be this stupid anymore and send our kids to foreign lands for decades, only for it to culminate in this. The least that our inept leaders can do is not arm the enemy. That's like our cops buying Antifa, blowtorches, hammers, and getaway cars. But you gotta wonder why Kamala would bring up Christmas in August. Maybe she knows that in December, she'll be too busy being president. Welcome to tonight's guest. This former criminal defense attorney worked on more felon briefs than the prison laundry. Outnumbered co-host Emily Cabano. He's like a gay bicycle, outspoken. The worst intro ever. Outspoken editor-in-chief and spectator columnist Chadwick Moore. Sorry. Her marriage vows included do not resuscitate. Fox News contributor Kat Tim. And he has more muscles than a seafood buffet. My massive sidekick and the NWA World Television Champion, Taurus. Good to see you, Emily. Hey, back. You know, this is a serious show. This isn't like Outnumbered where you can just show up and, you know, hang out.
Dial it in every day.
So what do you make of that? Did you catch Biden today making his speecharoo?
Yes.
How did you feel about it? I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it was terrible, wasn't it?
It was terrible. And the worst thing I felt was not surprised. I didn't feel surprised that he buried comments about Afghanistan after a bunch of domestic policy comments and tax the corporations and all of his virtue signaling to begin with.
Right.
Americans care about Afghanistan. We care about it now.
Yeah.
It's appalling to me, the lack of perspective he has, his tone deafness. And going back to Jen Psaki's comments to Peter Doocy about, you know, calling it irresponsible to call it stranded. No, what is irresponsible is abandoning Americans there, abandoning our allies on the global stage and on the ground there. Rep. Waltz pointed out that no single surrounding country right now will let Americans have a presence, let alone conduct operations there. And the UK was blindsided. It was a NATO mission. So if we think that we have any allies that will back us up, that's all faded as well. Rep. Banks pointed out that now the Taliban has more Blackhawks than 85% of the planet. right? In addition to $85 billion worth of equipment. And that means Al-Qaeda is about to have it. That means ISIS-K is about to have it, along with the countless deaths that will be on Walkaway Joe's watch.
Yeah.
And remember, this is against the backdrop of the Taliban saying if we stay there after August 31st to evacuate Americans and other allies, that's an extended occupation. That's how they view our presence there. So if Biden thinks that there's peace in our future, he's more delusional than we thought.
Yeah, in that speech, I feel like he said meaner stuff about corporations than did about the Taliban.
Yes,
Yes, well, I mean,
did.
let's not forget the #1 terror threat is not Taliban or ISIS.
White guys like you.
White guys like me. I don't doubt it. Sometimes I get a little ornery. If I don't have enough fiber in the morning, I'm an awful, awful beast, Kat.
Ew.
Well, now that we're already talking, let's just keep going.
Sure. Sure. That's how I've worked here so long.
No, what do you make of this obsession? Like the fact when you talk about missed priorities, about language itself, that like you can't use the word stranded.
Well, yeah, that's definitely stranded, okay? And I know that because I have used the word stranded in far less dire
How many
situations.
dates have you been stranded on?
Exactly. I don't have to count, but like if the Ubers keep canceling and I can't find a cab, that's stranded.
That's stranded. Yeah.
That's stranded. Even if I'm walking distance from home, what if it rains? Stranded.
Right.
And it's not like I'm a drama queen or anything.
No, not at all.
So she's really off.
Yeah, she is really, really off.
Not me.
Not you. No, you're perfectly fine.
Well adjusted.
Yes.
So she feels she could comfortably use the word stranded because if you're isolated, but there's still a chance you could get out, then you're not exactly stranded by whatever definition that they want to use. And was it just today you said that we've moved out tens of thousands of people in the last couple of days? What does that tell you? First of all, what people? Are they Americans? Are they Afghanis? Who are we moving? Secondly, if you're moving that many people out in 2 days, that shows that you had absolutely no plan for this August 31st date. I mean, it's horrifying.
Yeah.
It's absolutely horrifying.
Yeah, I mean, you try to think, could it be worse? And perhaps it could be worse, but it's still happening.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this is, like, we get through this and with as minimal pain and suffering as, what are you looking at, Tyler? Tucker Tyler.
You know what's fun about this job? You know what's fun? Yeah, you just invented it. And I'm neither one. I can just stare at him and make him uncomfortable.
Yes, it works.
And
it
he
works.
literally was like, huh? Like, you're
and
safe.
I'm a terrorist.
You're safe, bro. When you think about Scapegoat Joe, and I hate to say that because I work really hard to be respectful of our president, but what we're seeing is, there's this big uptick and we're getting people out and we got 20,000. You know why? You know why? It wasn't the suits who have no idea what's going on. It's that we have the greatest military in the universe, and they got together and they started getting people out.
Right.
And they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it by the numbers. They're going to start because that's what our men and women do. But also now, thanks to this policy, we just invented thousands of hostages.
Right.
The Afghans are no longer allowed to go to the airport. Do you want to know why? Because they need those intellectuals and those educated and those scientists and those doctors to operate those machines.
Right.
They see those tomahawks, they see those guided missiles, and they go, we don't know how to do this. But they do.
Right.
So now we're seeing a whole new group of hostages. Afghans will no longer be allowed to go to the airport because they need their families to hold hostage to make them operate their machines and teach them how to run the machines. So job well done. So sooner than later, our men and women are going to be seeing our own missiles and our own bullets coming our way because guys are going to help them because they're going to try to save their families. And and I'm not a general, but I'm just looking at it and it doesn't take much to add up.
This is the one thing, I know we got to move on, but it's the one thing that almost everybody knows what to do, but the government. And I'm wondering, if you just look at them if you steel man their argument, you must assume that they thought all of this through, but they didn't? I mean, how is that possible? How do we know more than General Milley? Was he too busy reading anti-racist tracts to figure out what the hell was going on?
I don't think it's on the generals. I think they're not being heard, not being listened, and they're getting directives from people who have no idea. We have a woke administration. So they think if you offer the Taliban free TikTok platforms, they're going to let people go. I mean, that's really where they're thinking at.
Yeah. All right, up next, was 2 weeks the end of the slippery slope? Australia's lockdowns say no.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.